Love you all, but I'm playing golf. Last thing I'm gonna do.
That's a good way to go out. Hey guys, what's going on today? Average here, and today we're going to be reacting to some creepy things from around the internet. The specific series is called Disturbing Things from Around the Internet, and this episode is Volume 1, and it was created by a YouTuber called Nexpo. I thought it would be fun to try some kind of a reaction series, so I'll see how you guys like it. Let's get right into the video.
Back in November, I mentioned that I was discontinuing my Unnerving YouTube channels and Unnerving YouTube videos miniseries to a mixed response. I told you guys not to worry, and that's because what you're about to watch is its direct and far improved replacement. Welcome to episode 1 of Disturbing Things from Around the Internet.
I think there's like 20 episodes total.
One-stop shop for creepy finds that I might have stumbled upon recently while browsing online.
Hopefully we can get through all of them.
Into not only creepy things from YouTube, but from all over the net as well. Today, we're going to dive into 5 hand-picked and disturbing finds from the internet.
That's how you know they're gonna be really creepy. When they're hand-picked. Not just something that someone found.
The recent Hawaii missile scare is one of the most unsettling real-life occurrences to happen in a long time. Back in my Unnerving YouTube videos series, I included an entry about an emergency alert and how disturbing they sound.
I hate when you get those, they're so annoying.
But this time, it was for real. Hawaii's residents went into a state of panic following this broadcast, and there were all sorts of goodbyes being given due to the anticipation of all of their lives possibly being wiped out as time ticks closer and closer to the missile's estimated time of arrival, which was said to be just minutes from when the alert went live. Fortunately,
couldn't they track it throughout the sky?
Out to be a false alarm.
Or check if it's actually there?
The situation, however, is entirely disturbing. Take a look at some of it.
Oh no.
Hawaii. A missile may impact on land or sea within minutes. This is not a drill. If you are indoors.
Didn't they say it was an intense drill at the beginning though, or an intense Oh no, what just happened? Oh.
If you're watching this video, that means I didn't make it.
Huh?
Because of the missile that's coming towards Hawaii. I just parted the last hole, and I just hit the shiznick out of my ball. So, I love you all, but I'm playing golf. The last thing I'm gonna do.
That's a good way to go out. Could you imagine being in that situation though? I'd be so afraid. If you're on Hawaii though, where do you really seek shelter? Like maybe they have some bunkers or something, but where do you go if it's a really big bomb?
The sheer terror that comes with an emergency alert, coupled with the idea that these
why are they
residents
running?
believe that they only had a few more minutes to live, really puts things into perspective here. Hawaii is such an isolated state, and if there ever truly were an event like this that were to happen, these people would have absolutely nowhere to go.
That's what I meant. They don't really have anywhere to go. Tornadoes are super scary also.
This YouTube video showed up in my recommended feed a few months back, and I've seen it a couple of times since then. It involves a family's venture as a tornado rips through their house. It opens with the husband filming a tornado a short distance away, and after a few seconds, it's evident that the storm is moving straight towards them. He then proceeds with his wife to the closet under the stairs, and the terror that follows is much, much more real than anything out of a horror movie. Look at this.
That's a big tornado. That's a really big tornado. Wait, so was it like when he went inside, was it going directly towards them? Oh, I think it just touched down on their house. It's probably really loud, but the mic can't really pick it up. Jeez.
Our house is freaking destroyed, Josie.
I mean, you have house insurance, hopefully, but
Oh my God.
still, that's really sad.
Where's Autumn?
So did the tornado just kind of brush over it and go somewhere else? Because I don't see anything else being flown around or thrown around.
The way
That's
that
so
they kept their
scary.
composure after an event like that is absolutely mind-boggling, and if that were me, I don't think I'd be able to stay that calm.
Me either.
The sounds of the tornado alone are enough to put a horrific image into our minds, and the aftermath of their home is nothing short of grim and depressing. This video isn't anything like a movie. It's genuine and unfiltered, and I can only hope that this family successfully recovered.
Yeah, me too.
No matter what kind of storm it is, this really is something that can happen to any of us, at any time.
What is this? A radio disturbance?
This is another Facebook post that went live on October 3rd. A user by the name of Terry made a post asking people if they heard the eerie radio broadcast that went live on nearly every station in Louisiana. She claimed that she couldn't find anything on the news regarding the matter, and that after reaching out to other individuals who posted
Maybe it
videos
was
of the
just
same
her
thing,
car?
determined that this was happening all over the U.S. This
Oh,
is what they
jeez.
heard.
To be honest, it doesn't sound like a very official broadcast, so I don't know if I'd trust that, but you can barely hear it also. I have no idea what's going on, to be honest. I can't even tell what he just said. It sounded scary though.
Now, it sounds like a distorted voice naming off states, and hearing it obviously raises alarm.
Yeah.
Allegedly, according to radio broadcast stations, this was an emergency alert test that was sent out, and apparently this happens all the time.
Oh.
The stations claim that it's due to a difference in sampling rate from the raw broadcast to the radio station. If they're out of sync, it causes creepy distortion like you just heard. This is, of course, what the radio stations claim.
I'm no
What
radio
was actually
expert,
being
but that sounds
broadcasted,
pretty
however,
believable.
is to be determined.
I wish they captioned what it said. What the heck is this?
This was a very interesting thing to follow. Back in 2015, a Reddit post was made in the conspiracy subreddit by a user claiming that they lived very close to a supposed daycare that had an extremely strange look to it, and in all 5 years of them living there, have never seen a kid arrive or leave.
Maybe it's closed
As
down?
expected, this struck interest in Redditors, and people started throwing in suggestions for what it could be. Some claimed that it could be a money laundering center, while others suggested that it could be used for child trafficking. There was also, of course, a group that believed that this was simply a real daycare, and that
Yeah.
there's nothing more to see. Things got interesting though, when one user named Deathship commented this: "I'm going to advise you guys to stop looking into this place. This just drove
That's
the
a little
interest in the building
creepy.
up even more. After looking into Death Ship's background, they came to the consensus that he's potentially just a troll trying to scare people. However, that doesn't discount the other comments left by users claiming the same thing that the original poster did. That they live in the area and have never seen a kid come in phone number. When people decided to call it, they were either sent a voicemail
that
or
was
a
really
lady would
weird.
answer in a very eerie tone before hanging up on them.
Hopefully the video keeps
One other user
going.
claimed that it's indeed a real daycare and that there used to be a mail carrier for that neighborhood.
Wait,
However,
let me check
one
that
part of the
everything's
response
working.
was a little strange.
It
They
looks
said
like
that
it's
it
all
is,
working.
in fact, full of kids,
I
but
guess I might
every
as well
single
keep that in the
time they
video.
deliver mail, no matter the time of day, it would always be nap time. Pretty
That's
strange
creepy.
stuff, but that's not even the end of it. People took to Google Maps Street View to check out the place, and they determined that the windows to the daycare have been covered up for years and have hardly ever changed.
That's really
One of the few instances
weird.
of somebody being outside the building is one snapshot that a user caught where someone is out in the backyard for some reason or another. This led to even more
Wait,
speculation.
did they show
prompting
that? 'Cause
people
that
to
guy
check out
was
the
just on
place
the
in person,
sidewalk.
which quickly became a large problem. One Redditor claimed that they traveled to visit the daycare, and at night, when they got a glimpse inside, they saw nothing but a chair aimed at a TV, showing surveillance footage of another room. Of course, many
weird.
other people visited the daycare, even during, quote, operating hours, to try to get a peek into their windows. This led to another large issue in itself regarding grown adults trespassing on a private property to peek into a window of a supposed daycare with supposed children. People even began taking photos of the few children that they saw outside the place.
Yeah, why don't they
This
just have like the
inevitably led
police
to an even
investigate it
larger
or
issue,
something?
So police began to monitor the place, and Redditors were urged to stay away. One person managed to get pictures of the inside, and
It looks like a
it
normal
seemed pretty
daycare.
ordinary. After doing
What
even
happened to
more
that
digging
one
on
chair and the
place,
TV thing?
Redditors dug up the owner's name, and it's rumored that the building owner purchased the daycare for his mother to give her something to do with her time. Allegedly, she's been running the daycare for years, even though they have multiple violations on their state record.
I feel like all
This
these
is,
different
of
accounts
course,
contradict each other.
speculation and determinations from Reddit,
Or like
so
all these
take
different
these with
claims
a grain
about
of
the
salt.
daycare contradict each other.
All in all, the general consensus is that this is indeed a normal daycare. A strange, eerie, and
The
creepy
windows are
one,
so weird though.
but a daycare nonetheless. We just dove into 5 disturbing things from around the internet. I hope you guys enjoyed the concept.
Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And let me know if you enjoy the reaction videos, because I think they're fun to make. But let me know if you guys enjoy them. But other than that, I'll see you guys later. Bye.